Hi students, this is Mahesh Reddy. In this class, I am going to explain about hibernation module. See, hibernation module is one of the important peripheral that is present in PM4C123. What is the use of hibernation module means it will disconnect the power supply coming to processor and peripherals when they are not in use. Understand? When processor or peripheral are idle. Idle means if they are not doing any job, what this hibernation module will do? It will disconnect the power supply to the processor and peripheral. So that what we can do? We can reduce the power consumption of the microcontroller. Understand? If processor and peripherals are not doing any job means they are idle no. So you can disconnect the power supply. It is done by the hibernation module. Let us see. Let us see here what hibernation module does. The hibernation module manages removal and restoration of power. Why it is removing the power? To provide a means for reducing system power consumption. If you are removing power means to the peripherals and processor means what you are doing, you are reducing system power consumption so that you can increase your battery lifetime. Understand? So in order to provide low power modes, indirectly we are using hibernation module. See here, in hibernation mode what happens? The power supplies are turned off to the main parts of the microcontroller and only hibernation module is active. What are the main parts of microcontroller? Here the main parts of the microcontroller are processor and peripherals. That means the hibernation module is disconnecting power to processor and peripherals when they are idle. Idle means not doing any job. So power can be completely removed with only the hibernation module. Then the hibernation module can be independently supplied. Power supply is disconnected, no? Then how hibernation module will run when all the power supplies are disconnected? It will run with the help of an independent battery. An external battery is connected. Here 3.3 volts external battery is connected to hibernation module for running when all the power supplies are disconnected. Or it will run on the auxiliary power supply present in the controller. And see, next, how hibernation module brings the processor or peripherals into active state. What hibernation module is doing when they are idle, it will disconnecting the power supply, no? Then when it will connect the power supply or when it brings them into the active state, an external wake up signal, a wake up pin is there. If there is a signal on this wake up pin, or if there is an RTC timeout, RTC means real time clock. If the time set in the real time clock is out, then it will automatically generate an interrupt to the processor and peripherals, that is microcontroller unit, to bring back them into the run mode, that is active mode. That means an external wake up signal or timeout from the RTC can bring your processor or peripherals into the active state, that is running mode, from the hibernation mode. Understand? Next, let us see some features of hibernation module. What are the features of hibernation module? What are the characteristics that hibernation module is having? The first feature is it is having 32-bit RTC. RTC means real-time clock. A 32-bit RTC, programmable RTC is present in hibernation module so that we can generate delays or timing interrupts. Here 32-bit means it is having 1 by 2 power 32. That means 32,768 seconds resolution. What is the resolution for 32-bit RTC? 1 by 32,768. And it is also having a 15-bit sub-seconds counter internally. What sub-seconds counter it is having? It is having 15-bit sub-seconds counter internally. Next, It is having two mechanisms for power control. One is the system power control and on-chip power control. You can control the system power control or on-chip power control by disabling and enabling the power supplies coming to peripherals and processor, as we know. Those are termed as a system power control and on-chip power control. Next, it is having dedicated pin for waking up using an external signal. As I said, no. With the help of external signal on the wake up pin, you can bring the processor back into the running state or peripherals back into the running state. It is also having low battery detection. As we discussed that battery is connected to RTC 3.3 volts battery for running when all the power supplies are disconnected. At that time, if there is low power in the battery, it is indicated with the help of the low power detection unit present in the hibernation module. And see, it is also having signaling indication for waking up and interrupt generation for bringing out from the hibernation state. Next, clock source. This hibernation module is clocked with the help of an external clock source, an external crystal with frequency 32.768 kHz. What is the crystal frequency? Here 32.768 kHz external crystal oscillator is used. Next, GPIO pin state can be retained during hibernation here, and it is having 16 32-bit words of battery backup memory. How much memory it is having? It is having 32-bit words of memory. In that memory, you can save the data, and this memory is battery backup. That means this memory will retain the data if there is supply in the battery. Next, RTC operational and hibernation memory is valid as long as there is battery or auxiliary supply. VDD means auxiliary supply. Auxiliary supply or battery power, if any one of these there means RTC can hold the data in the memory. Next, it is having programmable interrupts, 3 programmable interrupts which can wake up your processor or peripherals from the hibernation mode. What are those 3 interrupts? One is the RTC match, that means real-time clock match, or external wake-up signal or low battery indication. These 3 signals can wake up your processor or peripheral from hibernation mode. Understand? Next, coming to the block diagram of hibernation module. See here, this is the block diagram of hibernation module. Here you can see 2 pins, X oscillator 0, X oscillator. X indicates crystal oscillator. To these 2 pins, crystal oscillator is connected at the frequency of 32.768 kHz. This crystal oscillator provides the clock signal which is required for hibernation module operation. This clock signal is given to the pre-divider when clock enable pin is high. If clock enable is given, this signal is given to pre-divider. Here in pre-divider, this hibernation module clock is divided or scaled. Scale means we can reduce the frequency here, and this clock signal is given to RTC. RTC means real-time clock for its operation. In real-time clock, we can generate some periodic events in order to keep your processor or peripherals in hibernation mode. Thereafter, after matching of time period event which you set here, it brings back your CPU and peripherals into active state from the hibernation state. And look here, this is the external wake up pin or wake up signal. A active low on this pin will also bring your CPU and peripherals back into active state from the hibernation state. And next one is the low battery detector. It will monitor the battery level, and when there is a low battery, it automatically generates an interrupt to bring back your CPU and peripherals into active state. These three signals, one is the signal from the RTC, another signal from the wake up pin, and another signal is from the battery, low battery indication. These three will bring back your CPU and peripherals into active state from the hibernation state. Next, this hibernation pin. This hibernation pin is used to put your processor or peripherals into hibernation mode, that is low power mode. That means disconnecting the power supplies coming to peripherals, and processor is done with the help of this hibernation pin. Here. And see, the hibernation clock can also be given to other peripherals with the help of this clock signal pin externally given here. This is about the block diagram of hibernation module. It is a simplified block diagram of hibernation module. Thank you for listening.